All right, welcome. Whatever, fuck it. We're going live. I'm not waiting anymore. I have other shit to do. All right, what's up? We're here live from NorCal. Right over here. There's the stage. Hello. This is Keaton. He owns PR Apparel. All right, so I'm right off the stage. The first workouts are done. Hey, yo. Double twos and 2K row. I can't get the leaderboard on my computer, but I have enough on my phone, and we will just go in order. All right, so Gucci did great, so we'll just start talking about it. So we have a lot of leaderboard changes, and I think we're going to have really good races here this afternoon. So we'll talk about the athletes that matter the most, talk about Gucci, and we'll talk about Kevin. Kevin did great today, ended up 10th on the row. Ended up 10th on the row and 21st on the run, which are great scores for him across the board. He's up to 14th, I believe. Let me see if I can find it. So Kevin shoots 14th, a good chance to jump into that 11th, 12th mark. He's pretty strong. The next workout is going to be really, really, really good for him. So super exciting there. His row was good. He's been running a ton, and so we're really excited to see him execute well there. And so most importantly, Gucci did amazing across the board. She was just in a cluster of row and ended up on the bottom end of that cluster. So she ended up 20. Let's find it. She ended up, where'd she go? She ended up 21st on the row, and was like 5 seconds from being 15th, right? Let's see. So oh wait, just kidding. Oh, yeah, like 5 seconds from being 16th. And so, which wouldn't have really changed her overall placing, but it would have been really, really good. Who's the babe? I don't know anyone behind me, CrossFit. I don't know. Is there a babe? I don't know. I missed him. All right. Try not to press too many buttons here. The internet does for sure suck. So, can't hear me? Did you lose me? Can you guys hear me? Oh, did I lose connection? Let me know. Okay, great. All right. So Gucci ended up 21st on the row with like a 7:45, and then she ended up 13th on the run, which was an insane run time for her. She caught like so the way the row worked was it was 3, 2, 1 go, and the overall time started, and then you ran to your rower, you adjusted your foot straps, and then you went. So your row time was the 2K from when you started, not from when the clock went. So Gucci had to adjust her foot strap. Some girls didn't. And so she ended up coming off the row, maybe like 12th or 13th, maybe even a little bit further back into the heats towards the end. And then she caught almost 10 people throughout it. She had a great run. I think the course might have been a little short, or Gucci ran like a 6:20 mile, which I love her, but I don't think she's running that. So the times were really fast, the runs were really hard, and she executed super, super well across the board. It was really exciting for her. She's sitting at 18th overall, which we're really happy about as well. Let's see if we can get the scores up. Here we go. Okay, so we have a really good race at the top for. I guess my wife is watching. And they must have been on YouTube. That's funny. Anyways, all right. So one more event. Okay. Bennett is smart. You guys are funny. I love it. Oh, that made my day. Guys, I just want to there's like a couple things in life that really just like hit you good. And it's like when your family is like involved, like Perrin was watching last night as me and John were screaming at Gucci. And it's just like so fulfilling to have someone support you and be behind you in these things like that. And then it's also awesome to, have my family involved and like, really be invested in what I do. It's so cool. So, okay. So I think the leaderboard is still not working on my computer. Let's try one more time. Oh, there we go. Sweet. All right. We're going to share my screen. All right, there we go. Okay, so I think Will is going to run away with it, or Bill. He's, my wife. I I don't think it's really a question. He's going to take the W here at NorCal. Congrats to him. He's going to punch his ticket unless he fucking dies out there. The rope climbs are going to be fine for him. It's a 15-foot rig. It might be a little bit short, so we're probably looking closer to like 14 and a half feet. I think I heard a rumor that they lowered the barbell weights because of it didn't fit. So I don't know if that's true or not, but I think it's only by like 10 pounds because the fives wouldn't fit, because I'm pretty sure it's still the shorty bars out there. So it does make a little bit of a difference, but I don't think it'll make a difference for the athletes. But what we really have is a race between Jorge, Nate, and Matt. Okay, and so basically these athletes are within 8 spots of each other. Okay, they're all pretty strong. Nate is really, really good at rope climbs. Really good at rope climbs. I can see him potentially taking this event. I don't know how strong he is. Jorge is obviously extremely strong. I don't know how good he is at rope climbs. So they have 5 places between them. Matt Brady is still in the hunt. Yeah, I think we're going to see a really good race for the guys at the end. Just looking at the execution of the workout, Bill with an 8th and an 8th. You can't really do it much better than that, guys. I mean, he's here. He's executed well, right? His worst placing is a 10th in heavy Isabel. Makes sense. And so, I mean, he's doing really well. He's coming to, his Hiller prediction is coming to fruition, right? So kudos to Bill. And yeah. All right, let's go to the women. So the women's scoreboard isn't quite appropriate. We're missing 2 scores. Alex Kazan ran decent. I think she was still in the front pack. So I can't imagine that her scoring is going to be that off. Carolyn Prevost takes a big jump, okay, over Kristen Holta, who was in there. And Andrea Solberg. I think Andrea ran really well too. So I can see Andrea still being pretty close in here, but it does seem like it's Alex and Carolyn's to lose. Okay. As long as Prevost doesn't blow up on the barbell, I think she's going to be fine. So I think it will be a good race to the finish. I don't know if these scores are right. I feel like Carolyn Prevost was a little inaccurate, but maybe not. I mean, she did go 2-2-1, 15th. Oh, they had her at like a 21st or something. So maybe the leaderboard is done. I don't think we're going to see a lot of change on the women's side at this point. Hey, maybe into 3rd place. Hattie had a really, really rough Farmnastics and 2K row. She paced the row a little bit too much, right? As we're seeing here, that's 25th place. Had Hattie been in the 7:30 range, we'd be talking about her and, tied with Carolyn. But I think she kind of pushed herself out of a qualifying spot at this point with a 7:50. So head over down to Gucci. Gucci did very well, 7:46. I'm pretty sure as a PR 2K, we don't do a lot of intense rowing. She's tall, so she's pretty good at it. But there was a nice cluster right here. She was at the bottom end of it, 46, and 3 seconds faster, she gets 15th or 16th in this row, and she's a few points higher overall. But we moved up a spot. We're sitting in 18th. We're 3 points behind. Had we pushed the row a little bit more, maybe we're sitting at 115 points ahead of Ariel Sanders going into the last event. Gucci is very good at legless rope climbs, and so I think we're going to see her do really well there. Right? It's really going to come down to the ladies who can manage the legless, and then at the back end, for those that can, who can manage the last bar. What's up, Jonathan? All right, what were the men's heat times? Let's go look at it. I think this course was a little short, right? Because if you just do the math on the fastest times of athletes, well, this isn't right. The double 2, so these are wrong for sure. So some of these times are definitely wrong. She didn't run 14 minutes. So these 2 times are wrong. I felt like Carolyn Prevost was coming in late. I don't think this is accurate for her time. So I actually think she was closer to somewhere down here. So maybe we're going to have a better race for second. I don't think Carolyn's time is accurate. She didn't come in at 16 minutes. She's a good runner, or she's not. Obviously, no one's coming in at 16 minutes. So I don't think these times are accurate. CrossFit style measurements. I mean, I haven't heard anyone complain about it. Just the times were fast, man. I mean, they were really cooking. But it looks like if we're looking at the actual times, this girl came in first. Kristen Holtz did win. But there was another girl. There was another Krieger girl. This girl came in. No, maybe not her. I don't know. I don't know. There's some messed up times. They're gonna have to fix this. I don't think this leaderboard is accurate as I'm sitting here staring at it. I don't think Carolyn got second on the run. I think she was closer to like 15th or 16th. So I think Kristen Holton might be pushing into a place for third, along with Andrea Solberg. So we don't know what her run time was yet either. So we'll see. Let's go to the men's. Let's check the men's side. I think the men's are pretty accurate overall. Winning 2K time. A couple people went full send, sub 230. Someone went, 622. Max Krieg, clearly the most aerobic athlete here, went second on the row, second on the run, which is bonkers. That's fucking insane. No one else did even close to that. If you look at like a cumulative points perspective, Bill was the closest at 16 cumulative points, and then Max was fourth, right? So he moved himself up pretty well. I think he'll do okay on the last workout, but I don't think he's going to really make the push to be up there. Nate Ackerman, I think, is dealing with an injury. I'm not 100% sure. I think someone said that he's struggling with an Achilles thing from the sled push or the gator push. The run was 2 miles. So basically, the way that it happened was the clock started 3, 2, 1, go. They were on a line. They ran to their rower, and if they needed to adjust the rower, they had to adjust it. And then as you were set, what happened then was you obviously rode your 2K. And so your time for your 2K was on the screen, not on the main clock. Okay, so you could like take a half second to relax before you were starting your row, etc. So, but that if you took longer to start your row, that was to your cumulative time as well, right? So, so those times are cumulative minus the row, right? And probably 20 to 30 seconds, maybe call it 15 to 20 seconds for transition. So let's just see. So we'll just assume that Bill had 7 minutes with transition, 7 minus here. So that's a 12:24. I don't know if anyone's running a 6:10 2-mile. Maybe it's really fast. But I guess they could for sure. All right. I think that was it. I just want to get on here quick and get something out. The day is good. It seems to be running really well. Another change, obviously, with a potential weight change, I think, is what I'm hearing. I don't know how accurate that is. 5 coffees, yeah. We got to get it all in. I got to keep you guys entertained. No, the rowers aren't unreliable. Not the rowers. I don't know. I don't know where you're referencing that from. Okay. My voice is getting a little rough for sure. My voice holding up. It's getting a little rough for sure. But one more event left again. So, Lito, I think we went over this the other day. It's 100% should have been 1 or 2 scores. Right? I think it was because the problem is when you just do the run or just do the row, right? One, it's almost impossible to, if you just did the run and just did the row, it's almost impossible to have a race because no one knows where they are, right? So that's number one. It's much harder to score. That's number 2. Okay. And we had a 60-second event with this push that they ended up making half a point, which they shouldn't have, but it is what it is. And I think it's 2 full events. I mean, I don't think you can have a half event for a 8-minute score and then a 12-minute score. I just don't think half a point is enough, right? I think it's there. Whisper into the mic. So anyways, I disagree with you. I do understand where you're coming from, but I don't think it's the right call. It should have been a full point, and I think they did it the way because you really needed to strategize, right? Like there was a lot of guessing. And so the problem when you like take away some of this, like here total time, and then like you score a piece of it. So like, for example, is the games workout, right? So for the games workout, the row in the middle, because it's not scored separately, is going to be pretty much irrelevant. right? We've talked about this before. Everyone's going to row within 5 or 10 seconds of each other, and it's going to be a very easy effort because you can make up more time and lose more time on the run than you can make up more time on the row. Now, if Dave decides to score the row, that workout becomes a totally different ball game. Okay. Now it's 2 scores to start the weekend, which I think is awesome. There's a lot of strategy in the row. There's going to be a lot of carnage, and that's what we're looking for, right? That's like really what we're trying to find is like, hey, like who can just manage this challenge, right? Um, so Lito, I disagree, right? So like you got to remember, a fast row time and a slow row time are only 30 to 40 seconds apart. But if you're a good runner, you're going to catch all of those girls at the top. So I disagree. So like here's the example, right? So if we go back to the leaderboard, right? Look, Hattie Canyo, great example. Okay. So Hattie was last, almost last on the row. Okay. Oh, they fixed this. They fixed the scoring. Oh yeah, we got a race. We got a race. Okay, let's talk back. Okay, so great examples here. 2 bad rowers. Okay, 25th as a 750, but 5th because she's a good runner. Kristen Holtz didn't run a 14, so this will be changed for sure. Oh, there goes. It changed. She got, okay, they fixed it. All right, here we go. Caitlin Bernardine. Anyways, 1958, amazing. I didn't even see her come by. So scores are fixed. We have a huge race at the top for the ladies. It looks like Alex has run away with it. Didn't do that well in the run, but still a 15-point clearance. And we have a 3-point differential from Kristen to Hattie to Carolyn. And then even just 5 points to Trista. I don't think this is a good one for Trista. I think you can probably counter out. I don't think Andrea is strong enough. So I think we're really looking at Hattie and Carolyn. Hattie is for sure the strongest athlete there. Kristen will do well everywhere else, but I don't think Kristen has the strength to finish that last barbell. So, so I don't think you get penalized if you're a bad rower, if you're a good runner, right? So that's kind of where I'm getting at. So because the row is short enough, like if it was like a 5K row and you're like 90 seconds difference, then you can't make that up on the run. But a 2K, a hard 2K and a slow 2K is only going to be 30 seconds difference. And if you're a good runner, you're going to catch those athletes and you're still going to win the overall time. That's where my thing is. That's where my idea is coming from. Okay, let's go to the leaderboard and talk about it. So Alex Kazan at 46 points, 15 points clear of second place. Kristen Holt is sitting in second place. Just to be clear, I called Kristen and Alex as 1 and 2. I didn't have Hattie in my top 3, but the scores are fixed. Hattie's sitting at 62.5. Kristen is 61. Carolyn Prevost at 63. It's all going to come down to the last workout. That's what John said yesterday when he came on. I agreed with them. And so it's going to be really, really close. Trista Smith making a really good comeback, doing very well in the last few workouts, 12th and 12th. Not her strongest, but overall. Hold on. I don't think that's right for Trista Smith. I don't think that's right. Tristan didn't come in 12th. Anyways, we'll figure it out from then. I don't think Trista ran that, to be fair. I don't know. I question that. Hold on. Yeah, this is well, no one ties, obviously. This is a wrong time for Trista Smith. That's bullshit. Anyways, all right. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Huh? Yeah, there's some scores that aren't accurate. Hopefully they'll fix them. Um, but hush your mouth. So this is for sure wrong. Gucci passed Trista, um, and for sure came in front of her. Anyways, we'll figure it out. All right, so scores are in. It's going to be a great race at the end for the ladies. Let's double check the men, make sure they're cleaned up. Yep, still 5-point separation and a 7-point separation, second to fourth. It'll be a good race. I don't know enough about the guys to make any calls, but it's going to be a fun one. But the ladies are going to come down to basically who wins out of these three, and they're all going to be sitting next to each other. It's going to be a good one, but we're going to go complain to the judges about Trista having a 12th place, because that's not true. All right. Yeah, we'll get that fixed. All right. Maybe. I don't know. What can I do? Who knows? All right. So there's our quick update. It's going to be a great race to come. We have a few hours before they start. I probably won't go live again tonight. So I just want to thank you guys for coming in. If you guys are here at NorCal or you're in the area, make sure to come to the PR Apparel booth. All right. PR Apparel booth. Mention WODprep, get 15% off. Or head to prapparel.com. Right. These guys have been gracious enough to give us some time and give us a little bit of support. And I'd love for you guys to support them as well. So it's prapparelshop.com. They have really good stuff, man. I really enjoy their shirts. I think he does a good job. Comfort Colors does good tie-dye stuff if that's what you're looking for. He's got good women's shorts. If you guys want to support me, support PR Apparel. That's how we keep sponsors alive. So that's how I keep doing these shows and et cetera. So head over there, use code WODprep, 15% off. So, all right, guys, thank you much. Enjoy the day, and we will see you later. Peace.